It's the Meet the SEAVERS show. Come on and meet the SEAVERS. Join us for just a while. Come on and meet the SEAVERS. Hey, we're gonna make you smile. So relax, enjoy the show. You'll make a couple friends.
Like us,
you wanna meet the SEAVERS again and again.
I'm Nikita.
And I'm Nissan Toyota-san.
Ooh, that's mighty fine. But
like
I
that?
guess, what does that mean?
It means that they need to watch the show.
Okay, you're watching the Meet the SEAVERS show, and we have a great one for you. We have Miss Katie and friends.
With the puppets.
And we also have...
Christina Davidson of the Christina Davidson Foundation.
That's right, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And our latest video also called...
What's a Gigolo to do?
What does a Gigolo do?
He watches the show.
Okay, but don't move because you want to find out what does the Gigolo do.
That's right.
I'd like to introduce myself. I've been called many names. A scoundrel and philanderer, despicable and vain. It's true, I have been lecherous, but that was long before. I swear to you, I'm now the man that you've been waiting for. You have to realize it's inevitable.
You know that I'm immune to all your lies
I'll take you anywhere.
and never pay the fare
I'm just a little broke
all the
sometimes.
time.
I tell you that I'm indefatigable.
I don't know what that means, so go away.
It means I won't give up.
You're like a noisy pup.
You grow to love me like a stray.
I never trust a man who charms me.
I think that your dream come true.
You're only trying to disarm me.
Please be sensible.
You're reprehensible.
What's a gigolo to do? You see, I'm a man sophisticated.
You're like a scorpion with tail in air.
I promise not to sting.
You say that makes you spring.
My poison is so debonair. The rumors people tell, unmitigated.
The stories that I've heard, I can't repeat.
I'm always self-constrained.
Don't call yourself a saint.
I sleep around but never cheat.
I never trust a man who charms me.
I think that your dream come true.
You're only trying to disarm me.
Please be sensible.
You're reprehensible.
What's a gigolo to do? I can conceive how you believe that I would do you ill.
You only want me for a while until you had your fill.
You know that it's an absolute. We are a perfect fit.
The only thing I'm certain of is that you're full of it.
You're afraid to commit.
Said the spider to the fly.
It's obvious you are infatuated.
I think that I have made my feelings clear.
You don't protest too much,
I recoil at your touch.
yet I draw you ever near. Your excuses have become dilapidated.
I have 1,000
about a date?
I'd rather not tempt fate.
You only have to take a risk.
I never trust a man who charms me.
I think that your dream come true.
You're only trying to disarm me.
Please be sensible.
You're reprehensible.
What's a gigolo to do? What's a gigolo to
Oh my goodness, viewers, we have a treat for you today. Go get Mom and Dad. You gotta come and see Miss Katie and her friends. They were so cute.
Hello. Hi, guys. How are you all doing up there?
And who is this again?
My name is Danny, and I'm a cat. And see, I'm 3 years old, and I'm really good at 3 things. I'm really good at cuddling, fighting the monster in the sink, and the third thing kind of changes a lot. But sometimes I'm really good at rapping, sometimes I'm really good at spelling, sometimes I'm good at counting.
Wow.
Are you good at
Sock
counting?
monkey. Are you?
Sock monkey?
Yes.
I think you're my new best friend. I want to shake your hand.
People get along. Look at that. Oh,
Hi.
What can you tell us, Miss Katie? I think you brought some other friends with you, didn't you?
I did. Do you want to meet the rest of them?
Yes.
Absolutely. So this is Danny the cat. Say bye, Danny. Bye, my friend. Well, my next friend is Maddie the Puggle. Oh, say hello, Maddie. Hi, what's up? Hi, I'm Mr. Delphi.
Oh my goodness, sock mommy. Look at Now go and get your favorite animal and bring them as well, and we can introduce you to them as well.
Yeah, that's the best idea ever. My name is Maddie, and I'm a pug, and I'm 5, and I love a duck flute. Oh, wait, the flute?
What?
Yeah, duck flute. See, I love the apples, and bananas, and the strawberries. Oh, she means the fruit. Yeah, that's what I said, duck flute.
Wow. And you also have someone else with
I
you?
do have someone else. Say bye, Maddie. Bye. Okay, one more friend. This is Lucas the Dachshund.
Hello, Lucas.
Hello, how are you doing today?
He looks a little scary, doesn't he? But
Well,
he's not.
I am not scary. I am just dignified.
you
And I have
think?
a very long nose.
Is he okay?
Well, do not be scared of me, sock monkey.
Okay, we're gonna go.
I happen to love your pajamas.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna keep him, aren't we? Yes, we are.
Oh, yes, I love to be kept.
Well, Miss Katie, tell me, can you take us back to your very first performance or musical? Because we want to know, how did you get into this?
Absolutely. So do you mean my very first performance as Miss Katie, or do you mean just my first performance ever?
Your first performance ever.
Okay, so I think I did a lot of school plays, but the one that and dance recitals. I'm a dancer, and I also own my own performing arts studio where I teach dance, music, and theater. Yeah. But I think the first one that I actually really remember is Fiddler on the Roof. I was in Fiddler on the Roof as a kid. Is it?
Yeah. Honey, did you hear that? Fiddler on the Roof. You know how we feel about that. Oh my goodness.
Well, I remember you guys singing Matchmaker.
Yes.
It was the best thing ever.
My. So how old were you at that time when you?
I think we were, I was probably in first grade, so maybe I was 7-ish. I was performing before then. I come from a performing family, like I said, recitals and school plays and stuff like that. But that was the first one where I remember doing a little bit of everything, which is what I love.
Okay, and so how did you come about incorporating Miss Katie and Friends? How did this group come together?
Well, when I was working at I was working at a preschool, and I was the music instructor, and then they wanted me to be the health and fitness instructor as well, and then they also put another tack on there and said, well, can you teach this curriculum for keeping kids up? Yeah, exactly. And it was funny because they wanted you to use these little stick puppets, and oh my goodness, it was just, the puppets that they wanted you to use were so PC that they became un-PC again.
What do you think about that?
I don't think it's very good. I think everybody is the same. I think we are all a big, beautiful rainbow, and we're all different, but the same.
So I started using these guys instead of their like weird little like Jamelia and Chang, and like I think it was written in the 80s when it was like we have to overcorrect to undercorrect what's been happening. So I just went the Jim Henson route and said, you know what, it's no longer about kids. Kids relate to animals and monsters. So these guys are actually based on my real pets. Okay. So I actually have a dachshund named Lucas. Oh yeah, and he loves to play dress up, and he's rather persnickety like him. Maddie actually does love fruit. You open a banana in the next room and she comes galloping. And Danny actually, whenever you turn on the garbage disposal, he literally thinks there's a monster in there and he will bat there. He's so funny.
Well,
and
Sock Monkey loves cookies.
Do you love cookies? That's wonderful. I love cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Oh.
What gets him going?
Oh, well, I can't have chocolate, but I'm excited for you.
So where are some of the places that you perform, Miss Katie?
Well, I finished up a stint over at the Nashville Library downtown at the Children's Library, which is incredible. It is big and beautiful. If you haven't been there, go. They have a playground inside that looks like Nashville.
Way,
Oh,
really?
it's so cool. It is the coolest thing. And they have this big, beautiful theater in there. It's a legit theater with lights and sound, and it's amazing. And the people at Wishing Chair Productions who do all the puppet shows over there, they are incredible. They're so wonderful. I have some shows coming up at the other branches, at the other libraries.
That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still in the process of booking and doing all these things, and then I will go and perform at Easton Preparatory School as well, and just go over there. My sister teaches over there, so her students are kind of like my guinea pigs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, I can see Miss Katie and friends at so many birthday parties.
Oh, yes.
So many different occasions.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, absolutely.
So where can the viewers find Miss Katie and friends?
You can find me at my website, MizzKTandFriends.com. So that's MizzKTandFriends.com. I'm not a very good speller.
No, you're not. I'm a better speller.
Lucas, be nice.
Well, I think that this is super fantastic. So viewers, if you're looking for something different for your child to do, you know, a party, it could be any occasion, and you need Miss Katie and friends, we sure do hope you reach out to them. In the other group, in the other ones as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, they would love it too. Maddie, would you like to perform for your friends?
Yeah, I like to go to parties, but make sure that you have a different. Make sure you have a different, so that way I can eat all the food. Well, I mean, I share all the food.
You will eat it all.
No, I won't eat it all.
All right.
I share.
Oh my goodness. Can they all say bye to the viewers?
Absolutely. Bye-bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Sock Monkey says bye.
Monkey.
All right, everybody, it's Miss KT. I've left my friends to the side for a little bit, but this is Ralphie, and Ralphie is my keytar. He's part keys and part guitar, and we are going to sing a little song that we wrote ourselves called Brush It Off. It's pretty corny, isn't it? You ever have one of those really, really bad days and you can't do anything to make it better? Well, there's only one thing that you can do after you sing, dance, run, or anything else like that. All you can do is brush it off. Ready? Brush it off, brush it off. Brush it off, brush it off. Brush it off, brush it off. Brush it off, babe. Brush it off, brush it off. Brush it off, brush it off. Brush it off, brush it off. Brush it off, babe. I'm brush it off, 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 babe, brush it off, 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 babe. I get to school and my friend makes me mad. He says all he wants to be is bad. He pulls my hair and he calls me names and says it's all part of his silly games. Nothing to be done, still feels like it's no more fun. Still gotta brush it off, 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 babe, brush it off, 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 babe, yeah. Brush it off, 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 babe, brush it off, 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 brush it off. Why don't you join in with me? Ready? Brush it off, 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 babe, brush it off, 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 babe, yeah. Brush it off, babe, yeah. Brush it off. Thanks so much.
Hello viewers, we do have a special guest on our show. All of our guests are actually special, but with us today we have Miss Christina Davidson. And rather than me tell you off like right now what her story is about, we're gonna ease into that a little bit. And Christina Davidson, why did you tell our viewers there was a YouTube that went viral? Tell the viewers what that was about.
So a couple years, well, it was actually like a year ago, I actually was going through some videos because I have something called Cystic Fibrosis, and it's a genetic disorder, and we're going to get into that in a few minutes, what exactly it is. But with Cystic Fibrosis, you'll learn about the diseases. It's a very rare one, and only 30,000 people in the U.S. have it, and 70,000 in the world. Well, with that disease, we don't get a ton of government funding. And with that government funding, you know, there's no cure for it. So a lot of the disease, when it progresses, you have to get a double lung transplant. That's just, you know, like that is the end result, the closest to a cure we have at this point. And late last year around Christmas time, I was looking up YouTube videos for cystic fibrosis patients, just really diving into it because I honestly kept my CF a secret. The only people that knew about my CF were, of course, my parents, close family, and friends, but you know, like it wasn't very common until I came out about it in the 7th grade. And we'll talk about that story in just a minute. But when I came out, like, and saw all these videos, it was people begging for money for their life. And, you know, like, my time is coming soon. I knew it was my time, you know, so I just went home that night, and the video of a girl holding up cards, you know, just basically begging for her life, saying she needed $40,000 for this lung transplant. She was on the list, you know, they had to have it to get this transplant. I was thinking, you know, that's going to be me. No one knows I have CF. It's time. It was something within me, call it a God thing, like an intuition thing. So I just started writing from my heart. I actually had my mom just film it straight with her iPhone, like nothing special, you know, it was just written from the heart.
And that's when things really do happen, when you're coming from the heart.
Absolutely, you know? Yeah. And when I wrote it, it was just kind of like it flowed together. And when I posted it, people started to just, not only like me sharing a secret, like of course like my friends and family responded to it, because I didn't even know the effects of it. Is this going to be a negative thing? Is this going to be a positive thing? Is everyone going to hate me at the end of the day? I got a lot of great feedback from my family and friends. They were like, we wish you would have told us sooner. We don't look at you any different. You know, and I think that's a great message to share with the world. No matter what you go through or what you have, the world doesn't look at you differently. And the world is actually taking
Yeah.
something I was scared to share and making it incredible.
So what is cystic fibrosis?
So cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease. The mom and the dad both have to carry it. Now they are tested at birth, children were. But back in the day, you know, even when I was, a lot of people didn't know they have it until like they were having trouble gaining weight as a child, or you know, like it even comes down to like if you lick someone's skin with CF, it's salty because we have trouble producing salt and our salt levels drop really low. But it mostly affects the lungs and the pancreas and the major organs. So when you hear me like cough or something, it sounds like I have a smoker's cough. And it's like thick mucus plugs just kind of clog the major organs, so it leads to a lot of problems with it.
So you were diagnosed with CF at the age of?
So I was diagnosed at 6 months, and that's because I actually had a cousin who had CF, and you know, the doctors thought I was fine, like we went through it, but my mom was just, you know, she was really adamant, you know, I really just want to get her tested. I want to get her tested. After 3 results of a sweat test, it came back that I did have it. I think shortly after that, like I was having a little trouble gaining weight, so the signs started to come, but most of my childhood, I was really healthy with CF.
Wow. Wow. So, Christina, take the viewers through a day in your life with CF.
So a day in the life for CF, you know, it's a little bit different for every single person, but for someone like me and for most, I'll do like an average person, what they have to do every morning is we have to do a lot of breathing treatments. Because like I said, we have that smoker's cough and all that extra mucus, you know, that can't just sit on the lungs because it's going to deteriorate the organs and make them to where they can't function, you know. So it's kind of like putting some glue on your organs or your heart, you know, you have to remove that to get it off. So what we do is I wake up, I do something called a vest, and it's a vibrating vest or like chest percussions. Like you'll even see the little baby, it almost looks like the mom is beating them. Just trying to break up the mucus. You do that for an hour and a half every morning and night. So you're doing that twice a day. Some people even have to do it on like lunch breaks and stuff. So like I have a good friend, he'll tell you like when he goes out to his car on lunch, you know, most of his coworkers are going out for lunch. He's actually going out there to do breathing treatments. So I would say it takes an hour and a half to 2 hours of your day just doing breathing treatments alone. Whenever I eat, I'm having to take like 5 pills. A lot of CFers, they average around 30 pills a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So who or what gets you through each day, Christina?
You know, I would say my why has changed. My why used to be was I wanted to just be a normal person. That was my why every day, you know, just being that girl that you may not really know me. It was just me. I just want to live a normal life, have fun, just live it to the fullest. Now my why is to get up to help people every day. My why is to give hope to that person with CF who was in my shoes 3 years ago, or the person that's on the other side of the room that is going through something similar, to show that there is hope for us and we are making a difference just by like doing TV shows, talking in public, or even sharing with that neighbor what this disease is.
And thank you for coming on our show to share with the viewers about cystic fibrosis.
No, thank you.
Is there a cure or a treatment?
So as of right now, there is no cure for it. We actually have some really great medications coming in the pipeline though. There is one, and it's called Orkambi right now, and it's for, so there's 1,300 different mutations of cystic fibrosis. So when there is a cure, it's going to have to be for all of those. So it's a very slow progression with medications, but for, I think like 40% of the mutations all have this one type. It's Del 5508, which is what I am also. So basically it's like recreating like the mutation itself, so the gene itself. It's recreating it and fixing it. And, you know, they're having a lot of success with those out of like clinical trials and stuff. So that would be our best one. Other than that, what we rely on is that double lung transplant.
Which is going to lead into telling us about the Christina Davidson Foundation.
That's right. So when I did my YouTube video, it got very viral. Like 14 million people were all a part of it, you know, just, and most...
Let me just stop you. Did you expect this huge response from the video? Were you prepared for that?
No, not at all. So really funny story about my video when it went viral. You know, my dad is sitting over there watching us right now, and if you ever met my father or my mother's just gotten really big into like Facebook. My father, not a social media person at all. So like I would tell my mom every day, I would be like, Mom, like 30,000 people have viewed my video. She was like, no way. And she would look and be like, oh my God. So like the whole time, like my video is going more viral. My dad is like, Christina, that's not true. So when someone contacted me to go on the doctor's TV show, they were like, we'd love for you to come out to LA. And I was just stunned at that moment.
Like that?
Yeah, when I was getting all these calls, because we also got one from like Good Morning America, and then like People did an article, it just, and my dad was like, my dad's response was, you're being scammed right now, Christina. You need to be careful. Just, the world of social media and the way it's changed in the past 20 years is incredible. Like,
wow, girl. You are, and I know inspiration, that word is probably overused, but you are an extremely powerful lady for telling everyone about your story and what you're going through every day, Christina. I deal with migraine headaches, and that is nothing in comparison to what you're doing. Nothing what you're doing. How can viewers donate to the Christina Davidson Foundation?
So what the Christina Davidson Foundation is what I wanted to do when I created my foundation and a lot of donations, I couldn't really find the exact foundation I wanted for CF patients to pay for strictly what CF patients need. So whether it's that medical like copay for your medications, we have frequent hospital visits, it could be that, or it could just come down to that lung transplant grant where they can't get that $5,000 in the bank that they need. The Christina Davidson Foundation is going to step in and do that. And our website is www.thecdfoundation.org. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Send us your messages. And if you know someone with CF, we just want to be there as a resource to help.
Okay, and once again, give us that website address again.
Yeah, it's www.thecdfoundation.org.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on the Meet the Seaver show.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you. Give me a hug.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're killing me.
That's our show for tonight, Dorothy.
That's it?
That's it.
Boy, did that go by
It
fast.
sure did. Say goodnight to everybody, Dorothy.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
So now you've met the Seavers. Hope you've enjoyed the show. So now you've met the Seavers. It's time for us to go. Visit us out on the web at meettheseavers.com.
One word.
From us and Meet the Seavers. So long.
The Meet the Seavers Show is a Captain Metaphor production.